Hi everybody, welcome back to Live Aligned. My name is Liv and today we have a nice full body Pilates class in store, perfect for when you first wake up in the morning, or maybe if you need a little pick-me-up mid-afternoon. This one will be energizing and fun. It will include beginner options and intermediate progressions. Roll out your mat or find a soft place on the floor like carpet or a towel, and let's get started. So we are finding our 4-point kneel to move through cat and cow, but we'll be coming all the way through into an upward dog and then rolling back into a child's pose. So bringing your legs together side by side, and you're dipping your hips down to the floor as you look up to the sky, expanding through your chest, and then tucking your chin to your chest, rolling back as you round through your spine. Ripple forward, lower the hips, looking up to the sky. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin to chest, round and roll back to child's pose. Now this is your chance to take any feel-good movements you would like. So if you would prefer to do your standard cat and cow or something else, just take this time to get your body moving. Alright, let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Finding your hands and knees. Walking back into a plank, so shuffle your knees back. Let's bring those knees out wide and feet joined together like you're making a tripod position with your legs. Your hands are slightly shoulder width apart, and we're coming into a plank, so lower those hips forward. Nice long line from the top of your head all the way to your knees. Holding this plank or moving into your shoulder taps. Hand reaches for the opposite shoulder, and we try and stay really still through our core, drawing our core in nice and tight, and staying really smooth on that transition from side to side. For those who'd like a little more, tuck your toes under and lift up into a full plank. The wider your feet, the more stable you will feel, so if you want to make it more challenging, walk those feet in a little bit closer together, and we're just trying not to rock too much side to side. So great way to warm up the whole body here. Flowing that breath in and out. Here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Now staying in a plank on the knees or your plank on the toes, and just lower down onto your forearms. We do want our legs to now be hip distance apart, and we're moving into our salsa hip. So we're going to dip one hip over to the side, lift up over that rainbow and dip to the other. So working into our obliques here a little bit more. And again, really smooth transition. We don't want our hips to hike too much up to the ceiling with this one. So knees or toes, whatever suits you. Lovely. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. You can lower those knees for a moment. Take any stretches you need to take. We will be moving into our snake preparation. So to prep for that, let's bring our left hand slightly forward and our right hand slightly back. We will stay on our knees for this round, and you're going to drop your left hip down towards the mat and look back towards your feet. That's it. Use your obliques to lift yourself back up and find that 4-point kneel. So lower forward into your plank, lower your left hip down to the mat and look back towards your feet, and then pull your core in to draw you back to that center. That's it. So really this one is quite a nice stretch through the side of the body. You'll be feeling that maybe through the left side of your body there. but we're still switching on the obliques and the core to move us in and out of that position. That's it. Here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Just push back into a child's pose for a moment, knees wide, feet together, and just forward fold, walking your hands forward. Taking some nice deep breaths here. That's it. Walking your hands back towards you and just coming into that snake preparation on the second side. So I'm just going to turn around to mirror you. You will bring your right hand forward and your left hand slightly back this time. Now push forward into that plank on the knees and then lower your right hip down to the mat as you look back towards your feet. That's it. Use your core to bring your hips back to center and pull back into that 4-point kneel. And let's just keep going through that movement, through that stretch on this side. Beautiful, really deep stretch through the side of the body there. All right, let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You've got it. Wonderful. Okay, moving into our side lying portion today. So let's lie down onto our left side with our right leg on top. Beautiful. So we're coming into a little side plank here. We are going to bring our knees back in line with our body with our knees bent. And we're just going to prop up onto our elbow and forearm. That's it. So you can have your top hand down in front of you for a little bit of support as we lift our hips up into a side plank and then lower down. So we're lifting up into a side plank and coming back down really strong through your left elbow and forearm, pushing out of your left shoulder there. Imagine there's a piece of string on your top hip just pulling you up to the ceiling like a puppet and gently lowering you down. Wonderful. Now we are going to start to add a clam here. So every time you lift up into that side plank, keep the feet glued together, open the top knee, close it down. Every time you lower the hips down, stay there for a moment and also clam. So we find our side plank, clam, lower the hips, clam. That's it. So we're clamming at the top and at the bottom. Now of course, if it's a little too much to clam at the top there, just stick with that bottom clam. Perfect, really drawing your waist in, pressing your hips forward. That's it. Now we're adding a kick out. So every time we clam, we are going to extend the leg out long, bring the foot back in and then close the knee. Let's add the clam at the top of the plank and at the bottom. That's it. So side plank, clam and kick out, lower, clam and kick out. You've got it. That's it. Let's go for another 10. We lower down in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, staying up on the left elbow and forearm. Extend your top arm and leg nice and long, reaching in opposite directions. Now draw the knee in to meet the elbow halfway and reach, looking down. Look to the knee as you pull the knee in towards the elbow and reach. Now slightly drop the waist down to the mat as you side crunch in and then lift up away from the mat as you reach. That's it. Little side crunch and reach. Beautiful. Imagine there's someone pulling your fingers one way and pulling your toes the other. And the waist is just doing a little dip and lift. That's it. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Reach long on 1. Now sweep your leg back and your arm forward. And alternate. Sweep the arm back and the leg forward. And alternate. And alternate. So follow your hand with your gaze. As you sweep the arm back, you can look back. Our hips are on this axis, so it's just the arm and legs moving. The rest of the body tries to stay as still as possible. Finding some length through our limbs here. That's it. We're going to sweep forward to pulse in 5. So arm forward, leg back in 3, 2, 1. Sweep your arm forward, sweep your leg back. Looking down and pulsing that back leg up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Come on in. Nice job. All right, let's swing around and find a downward facing dog position. You can pedal out your feet, shake out your head, yes and no. Just take some nice movements here. And then finding your center. Just lift your right foot off the floor, point through the toes and start to lift and lower your right leg. So finding a 3-legged dog, and then as you lower, just gently tap the big toe to the floor. Lift and lower, trying to keep your right hip down in line with your left, so we're not opening the hips up to the front. Really squeezing through the hamstring and glute to lift and lower. And you can stay here, or you can bring that knee all the way through into a 3-point plank. So you're tucking your right knee up towards your chest and then extending the right leg long behind you as you push back into that 3-legged dog. Draw forward into the plank, draw your knee forward in, pull your abs in and back. Now this can be done on the knee. So your left leg is your supporting leg at the moment. You could actually drop the knee down and move through this on your knee. Otherwise, stay on your toes for a little bit longer. Here for another 3, 2, and 1. Find your 3-legged dog one last time. And then slowly come forward into a 3-point plank with the right leg staying long behind you this time. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Gently lower down your left knee and then drop down onto your elbows and forearms. From here, you're lifting the right leg up to the sky, little double pulse, and then lower. Sweep the right leg to the sky, pulse, pulse, and lower. That's it. Lift, pulse, pulse, and lower. Nice job. Really pressing into the mat with your elbows and forearms. Separate your shoulder blades. Draw your abs up and in. Incredible. Let's do another 3, 2, and 1. Now keep that right leg long behind you. You're going to tuck your right knee behind your left, squeezing it in, and then extend the right leg long, sweep and tap the floor out to the side. That's it. Lift up. Draw the knee in behind the supporting knee, extend, and side tap. Nice. Really squeeze that knee in behind. Extend, big sweep out to the side and tap. Now it is a little bit more challenging if you do this one up on your hands. So if you want a little bit more pop up on your hands, you're going to feel that in your obliques a lot more. Trying to keep the body pretty still here, just moving the leg. Good stuff. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Incredible. All right, so now we are coming into our full snake. So we are going to bring the left hand forward and the right hand back. Press up into a plank and then hook your right leg behind your left. Beautiful. Pike your hips up to the sky, looking back to your legs. Press forward into your plank. Keep going, lowering your left hip down towards the mat and looking back towards your feet. Nice. Use your obliques, swivel back to that plank, lift the hips up, find your pike. Press forward into your plank, lower that left hip and look back towards your feet. Beautiful. So if this full variation on the toes is not going to work for you today, just drop back down to your knees like we did at the very start for that snake preparation movement. Enjoy that really nice stretch as you lower the hip, and then a little bit of hard work to lift back up into that pike. Really stay expanding through the collarbones. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good. Lower down into your mermaid stretch. One knee bent in front of you, the other leg bent behind or cross-legged if you'd prefer. And just lift your left arm up, reaching long, and then stretch over. That's it. Holding for 5. Beautiful. Coming up on 1. So good. All right, we will do a quick round of abs on our back before we do that all again on the other side. So let's lie down on the back and bring your legs up into tabletop, drawing your lower back down to the mat, knees over your hips and shins parallel to the ceiling. Hands come behind the head. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, find your ab curl. That's it. So we're just moving through our ab curl here. Just a quick round, giving our obliques and our glutes a little bit of a break. And still working the core here. So drawing your rib cage down towards your hips as you curl up. Little tuck of your chin here. For these next few variations, you have the option to keep your head down or hold your curl. So if you're curling, next time you curl up, let's hold. And coming into your alternating toe taps here, keeping the 90-degree bend in the legs. Just tapping down to the mat one at a time. Play around with how far you tap your toes away and see how much more challenging that gets for you. So find your challenge point. Keep it up for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. If you need to rest the head down, go for it. Curl back up. Extend both legs long, either feet to the ceiling or down on a bit of an angle. Keep your lower back drawing down. And we're going to pull our knee in towards our nose and extend. Alternate which leg you use each time. You want to feel your knee drawing back in towards your nose rather than your foot lowering down to the floor. So really pulling in like a little reverse crunch here. Amazing. Let's go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs stay long for your last one. Turn the toes out, external rotation through your legs and open and close. As small or as large as you like here. Draw your belly down a little bit more. Stay strong. Open and close for another 5, 4, 3, 2, you've got it, 1. Come on down. Lower the feet down. Take a windscreen wiper motion with your knees side to side. So good. All right, we are going to roll over onto our second side, ready for our side plank. Perfect. So elbows underneath your shoulder, forearms down, and your knees are bent but back in line with your body. Let's find our side plank. Your top hand can be down in front of you or on your hip as you lift your hips up to the sky and lower. You've got it. Lift and lower. So good. Back into those obliques. Shoulders get a really sneaky workout with this one today as well because they're doing a lot of hard work holding us up in all these side planks and downward dog positions. Amazing. Now let's add our clam. So next time you plank, you can add your clam up at the top there, and as you lower, you will add your clam at the bottom. So we're adding the clam at the top, and as we lower the hips down at the bottom, really pressing your feet together. Open your knee as wide as you can. And please remember, you don't have to add the clam at the top. If you prefer to just do it at the bottom, that's so fine. It's your workout. You do what works for you today, what feels good. That's the most important thing. Now, if you'd like to add your kick out on this side, as you open your knee, you extend the leg, you bring the foot in, you close the knee, and you either lower down into your side position or stay in your plank. So we're adding that kick out at the top and at the bottom. Beautiful. Stay really strong through that right arm, through your right shoulder, pushing into the mat there, so you're not dumping all your weight into your neck and shoulder. So good. Let's do 3, 2, 1, lower down. Incredible. Now extend your top arm long overhead and lift your top leg long. Coming into that side crunch, draw the knee to elbow to meet in the middle, looking towards your knee, and then reach the limbs long, look down to the mat. Beautiful. Crunch into the side and reach. Slightly dipping through the waist as you crunch, and lift up as you reach. All about length and intention with this movement. It is a very easy one to kind of just move through and not feel anything. So take it slow, feel all those movements. You've got it. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, reach your arm and leg long on 1. Now sweep your arm forward and your leg back. And alternate, sweeping the arm back and the leg forward, and alternate. That's it. Look back to your hand as you sweep back. Look down to the floor as you sweep forward. Keep your one hip, your top hip, directly above your bottom hip. Lovely. Try and keep your top leg lifted, up in line with your hip. Don't let it drop to the mat. We're sweeping back to pulse in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sweep the leg back, arm forward. Just pulse your back leg up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So good. Alrighty, let's find our downward facing dog for a moment. Just pedaling out the legs, giving the neck a little shake, the head a nod, yes and no. Draw your shoulders down. Feel really strong through your upper body there. It's doing a lot of work to support you in this one. And come into that leg lift. So this time the left leg will lift up behind you, 3-legged dog. And then lower down, tapping the big toe to the floor. Lift and lower, keeping your left hip down in line with your right. Really squeeze through the back of the leg and your glute to lift and lower. You've got it. So good. Okay, let's keep going with that leg as it lowers, and draw the knee right in towards the chest, finding your 3-point plank. Then extend the leg behind you, push back into your 3-legged dog. That's it. Draw the knee forward into the nose and extend. Really crunch and round through the back as you pull your belly in and draw the knee forward and extend behind you. Nice dynamic movement, full body movement here. Remember, you can always lower that supporting knee, that right knee down, and do this on your knee. That's so fine. Perfect. Finding our 3-legged dog one last time in 3, 2, 1. Find your 3-legged dog. Keep your left leg behind you as you find your plank, 3-point plank, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower your knee down. Perfect. Dropping down onto your elbow and forearms, and just lift the back leg, pulse, pulse, and lower. So lift that left leg, pulse, pulse, and tap down gently. That's it. Draw your abs up and in. Try not to dip and arch through your lower back as you pulse, pulse your leg. Heel to the sky, really reaching long through the foot and toes. Here for 3, 2, 1. Lift your left leg up behind you. Now draw the left knee in to squeeze behind the right. Extend the leg back long behind you. Sweep and tap the floor beside you. Lift up over the rainbow. Squeeze the leg in behind. Extend and tap. That's it. Squeeze behind. Extend, sweep and tap. If you want a little bit more, pop up onto your hands. Really draw your waist in. Push through your hands, fingers, arms and shoulders. Last 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So good. Okay, we are down to our last exercise for this class. Coming into that full snake, your right hand comes forward, your left hand comes slightly back. Those arms and hands are shoulder width apart. Come up into your plank on your toes and then just hook your left leg behind your right. That's it. Alrighty, we're going to lift those hips up to the sky, piking here. And then lower down into your plank, lower the right hip down, look back towards your feet, finding that twist. Use your core and obliques to lift you back into the plank and up into that pike. Lower forward, drop the right hip and look back. Amazing. Moving through this at your own pace for the next 20 seconds. Coming down onto the knees if you need to, back into that snake preparation. So strong, looking really good. We have 5 seconds here. Last 3, 2, amazing job. 1, come on down. Find your mermaid seat or cross-leg position. Lengthen, reaching up to the sky with your right hand and arm, and then over for your side body stretch. Taking nice deep breaths in here. Come back to upright. So good. Cross your legs now in front of you if they aren't already. Just bringing your right ear to your right shoulder, taking a nice neck stretch here. If you'd like to assist that stretch a little deeper, bring your top hand on top of your head and draw your ear down a little bit more. Release the hand from your head if it is there, and then tuck the chin to chest, roll over to the other side. Beautiful. Release from that stretch as well. Coming into some neck circles, semicircles or full circle, whatever works for you, whatever feels good in your body. Make that your last circle, bringing your head to center and upright. Roll your shoulders down and back a few times. Okay, so you are all done for today. I really hope you enjoyed that class and you feel a little bit more energized after that. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment to let me know what you liked about it. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. I upload videos weekly and I'm always open to suggestions or requests. Remember to share this with a friend or a family member if you think they can benefit from this class. And I thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!